Welcome to another edition of Stocks Market Update. We're going to have a look at Facebook, plus also at a phenomenal trading setup that I see just around the corner. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, welcome to another edition of Stocks Market Update. We're going to have a look at two stocks in this video, so I'm going to try and make this quick. Every time someone says we're going to make a quick video, and it's been long, I don't want that to be happening in this video. Let's get straight into it. The first stock we're going to look at is Facebook, FB. Now, I look at Facebook and I say, okay, we actually have this big gap here to be filled. There's this huge gap here to be filled. So I look at that one. I said, okay, cool. So it's likely to be filled. As you can see back here, right, it gapped up, it ran up, and then it eventually came straight back down, and it closed that gap. And as you can see, as this market ran up, it just took off, and then we started getting some selling, came down, closed the gap, and then took off again. So the next thing I do want to say is, let's bring up a 3-month view. Let's bring up the 6-month view, and I want to draw just a trend line, which goes from here. And I want to draw it, just say, from there to there. Let's actually just delete this box here for a minute. I'm trying to... Let's go 3-month view, see what I get on the 3-month view. So I'm trying to... From there... Because that was definitely one there. That the trend line broke through there. Now the next trough was obviously down through here. Next trough was obviously down through there, and as you can see, that this last trough through here, last trough, you can see, and now you can start to see a bit of a downward trend actually forming through here. So you can see the markets actually ran up, it hit that resistance and broke back down. Let me delete that. Now it came back down to this low point through here, and what did we see? We actually saw this point through there, so that point through there, this point through here, that point through there, that point through there. They broke up, resistance at this sort of a channel, and then we broke down through there. So you can see it's a bit of a triangle pattern on a breakout formation. And you had a little break below there, I understand that, but the majority of this trend line, as you can see, the majority of it is indeed at that level. So we bring up, say, the 3-month view. I'm just trying to see if I can see anything on the 3-month view. Yeah, I could do something up through there, couldn't I? Yeah, maybe. No, it's not really. Oh, no. So you can see that, you can see at least on this, and what I'm trying to look at here, guys, is that you can see at least on this level through here that we have this resistance level down through here and this resistance level down through here, and it's actually broken out now to the downside, and now you can see where the stochastics start rolling down as well too. Plus we're getting an increase in volume, so that tells me, guys, that looks like Facebook's trying to head back down towards these lows where it actually closed that gap there. So an increase in volume, stochastics are rolling over as well too. It's a little short term breakout as well too. And if I just bring on, so a little short term breakout, and it looks like it's failing where it is right now. So I do see that this is likely to start heading back down now, guys, to fill this gap. So that's my first little stock on the list that I want to share with you guys. The next one is I want to show LVNTA. This one here is a doozy. I like this one a lot. Firstly, let's look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart for overall for me is big stepping down. Hits this resistance here, comes down, creates this lower trough. We're running up where it is right now, and we're almost at this point again. Now, look where we are right now on this chart. This here obviously has a few things that's going for it. Firstly, we actually have the trend line. Let me actually fix that trend line up. So we have this trend line. It's going from there to there. And you can see that the trend line, probably the top of the trend line is right from there. So we're getting very, very close to that top of the trend line. But one thing you can see, guys, and I want you guys to see this, is that we're in an overall big stair-stepping, big formation on a trend here. One thing I do see here, guys, is that the market actually created a lower trough, made a high peak. Now, if it does form a high trough and we get like a nice little breakdown out of here, like a nice little breakdown, get the stochastics rolling over, get an increase in volume, that to me is going to be a nice little continuation, because now we created a peak. We've got a trough, a lower trough. This is going to be a lower peak. So this one here is going to be a lower peak. This one here is going to be a lower trough. And we get that red bar going down like that. That tells me we're likely to start and just continue down. So I'm already in this already. I got in a while ago on put options. I'm holding this for another few months at least. And then I think we're likely to head down. So I'm actually already in put options this one. I've been watching this, and this market's rallying up where it is right now. I think that by looking at this where it is right now, I think we could start to see a lot more downside to come. Now, if we just draw a trend line on these lows here where it couldn't close below, again, the closes for me is the important prices, right? So for me, guys, you can see that trend line there. And again, guys, the trend line that I'm drawing, I'm trying to find where the market couldn't close below, because if it closes below that trend line, you know it's a significant, right? Like Facebook. What did Facebook do? It couldn't close below, and then breaks out. And then now we can see that there. And now you can see that's happening. LVNTA as well too. You can see that the very, very similar thing as well too. So create like a little parallel trend line if you want to. A little parallel trend line, you can see that. And again, looking at the trend lines, you can see that we have this low point through here. And we couldn't close below there, couldn't close below. It opened there, it closed almost on it there, it opened there, and then it ran up. So if we get a nice little open and a nice close below this trend line through here, that to me spells we should get a drop. And I actually have an overall target of this, guys. I have a target of down around about 26. Now, it may not work, so don't just take a trade based on this video. As I have a disclaimer up there for a reason. Because not every trade's going to work, and I have good money management, I have good trade management as well too, so I know when to get in, when to get out. Okay, we're doing this for a while. Don't just take a trade based on this thing because someone's like, oh, I'm going to whack 20% on it and I'm going to buy this week's options. Are you nuts? You need a system. Okay, so I'm just sharing some stuff with you, what I'm doing right now and what I'm looking at. And if we just bring it up through there, and that's what I'm seeing there, guys. So I hope this really helps you out. There's two stocks, guys, that I want you to keep an eye on. You know, I'm not telling you to trade these stocks. I'm not recommending any stocks here. I'm not going to recommend any stocks. I'm just showing you some stocks that I'm looking at, some stocks that I'm in, and some things that may help you out moving forward as well too. On to BSU here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.